Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to Grandma Plays a Game. Please make yourself comfortable in the pillow and blanket for it. We are derping around in I think, the final mission of Dishonored 2.
Please save the game.
Oh my, that came through quite loud. Hello, Wolfie Kohaku. How are you? That's so weird. I have not changed the sound enough times on this stupid TV. Here, we'll try that. See if that helps. How are you feeling? Are you still poorly? You guys will probably need a bit. The two times I had COVID, I was down for like 2 weeks. Oh, good. Sleep. Stay hydrated. Make sure you're staying hydrated. No matter how much your throat hurts, please stay hydrated. That combo landed me in the hospital once, way before COVID. My throat hurt so bad, and it really hurt to drink liquids, and I was not paying attention and dehydrated myself and ended up in the hospital for a week because my tonsillar pillars swelled up and blocked off my airway. Oh, yeah, because it's a diuretic, so your body's going to be trying to hold on to as much liquid as it can. I actually bought a frozen, those little cans they do of frozen concentrate. I bought frozen raspberry lemonade, and I'm gonna try to use that in little bits and stuff. Oh, Bubby, I'm so sorry. Yeah, whatever you can do to put a little bit of flavor in your water. You don't need to drink an entire glass of juice or anything like that, but keeping your salts up so that you can hold on to your water. And because you need to hydrate, you don't want to desalinate. That's another horribly dangerous thing that's possible. But anyway, take care of yourself. But I'm grandma, so I have to tell you these things. Obligatory. Not even sorry. It's what we do. So, plus, I don't like going to the doctor and I don't like taking medicine. So, I have spent a lot of time figuring out ways to take care of myself without taking pills and all of that stuff. If I can avoid taking pills, I am a happy kid. All right, what are we doing today? I think we are going to um, Death to the Empress. Oh, yeah, your body probably doesn't want very much stuff. But if you can have that's why they always used to give people saltines, because it's just, flour, water, and salt. But yeah, anything you can do. Sugar is also a desiccant, but you need to keep your sodiums and potassiums up. So that's why they tell people to drink Gatorade or what's that one they make for babies? Whenever babies get sick, there's a little thing. They recommend those sorts of things because they have the electrolytes, which is a fancy way of saying salts and other good stuffs. But just buy a little bit of that and then pour a little bit in each glass of water to flavor it, and you'll be better off than not drinking anything. For sure. For sure. But I wish you a speedy recovery, and I'm so sorry you have to deal with this. Another reason I don't want to be out in public anymore. Juice drinks, no soda. Grr arg. You can have all the soda you want. I'm not your boss, but golly, it's terrible. Terrible stuff. But probably no worse than the wine I drink, so yeah, there's that. There, got that going for me, which is nice, I guess. Hitman had a new uh, download today, a new release with their season of celebrity elusive targets. I think they're trying to just go, oh my gosh, we need to get like 4 or 5 other people in here who aren't going to tank our IP the way Conor McGregor did. It would be so nice if it were easier to figure out who the bad guys are. Huh. You'd think if they ever had any consequences for their shitty behavior, for breaking the law, believe women. Seriously, the 0.05% of guys who are going to end up with false accusations, you know, then when those women get found out, swap the sentence and put that woman in jail. But seriously. Yeah, you need sugar too. You need sugars and fats and salts and all of that good stuff. But natural sugars are definitely always going to, if you're getting the sodas that are made with sugar too. I think Bundaberg is made with sugar. That's some tasty stuff. I don't even like oranges, and Bundaberg has a blood orange soda. I think that was like the last soda I ever had. Because I cut out Coke and Pepsi like 30 years ago. All of those commercial soda brands and stuff. I still like fizzy water. I will pay money to buy fizzy water because it feels fancy and it wakes me up. I used to always have a bottle of fizzy water with me when I was commercial driving because it was really nice. It kind of, given his horrific track record of property damage and others, well, and you just, at one point, you just think this is somebody who's a bad boy, right? Attacked a tour bus. He's just a bad boy. And our target market likes bad boys. And you're like, oh, buddy. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. And honestly, it's entirely possible. The way things work in situations like that is you'll get somebody in marketing or talent acquisition or whatever it is telling people this guy is this, that, or the other thing, and they're so detached from reality they don't even know who he is. They're like, what? The kids will love him? Get him in there. The target age group for our game that they're trying, I'm sure, to bring younger and younger demographics in. That's the whole 007 prequel story. I mean, you don't bring in a Sean Connery or a Roger Moore at this point. Somebody's like, why do I want to be a 40-year-old? Yeah, Mads Mikkelsen and Van Damme. I'll stop talking about your soda habit. You do whatever you want. But make sure you're getting salts, even if you have to like eat nuts or something, which is also good because you get a lot of good metals when you eat some salty nuts. Don't ask me how I know. Oh, that's right. Okay, I did some settings changes. Let's fix that. I was a smart girl, Wolfie. Prawn chips. Nice. I love prawn chips. Yep, death to the Empress. There it is. I was thinking about throwing a possession on one of these dogs and just skipping this whole front area. It's not like we really need anything here. And it would be really fun to do kind of a short stream here and then go derp around in the new Hitman content. I was watching Sarah Death do the elusive target today, and that poor guy. There we go. I am the speediest of puppers. I don't know, we want to try this. Just see what happens. Don't look back, don't look back! Yeah, we made it the whole way, look at that. There's a whole bunch of loot and stuff in this area, but at this point in the game, what do I need money for? I could go rob Galvani again, but we already have 100% achievements. That dog is mad. Mad dog. Anyway, guess what I did, Wolfie? Guess what I did? I was a smart girl and I did some stuff with profiles in OBS. And I made a separate profile for the Patreon stuff. So this is how terrible I am and how I can take something that is very simple where I can just go live on YouTube and why I have to make it a convoluted mess. But it's my way. It's just the way I do things. So, yeah, we'll just go. Go to the top. Go to the tour. But instead, I set up a separate profile for the Games Lab in OBS. And I have it so that OBS is streaming to YouTube on an unlisted video so that it's only accessible to my Patreon member. Because you can stream directly to Patreon as well. But I thought, okay, this way, if I do it through OBS, I still use all the same production controls that I'm used to for scene changes, muting the mic, all of that stuff remains the same. I don't have to learn any new button presses or how to fix things because I've been using this for almost 4 years, at least twice a week. It's very comfortable for me. So Patreon lets you connect your YouTube channel and embed the live stream. So that's what I was doing. I had this little triangle of running the stream through OBS to YouTube, and then YouTube was embedded on the Patreon post so that the Patreon membership could all watch it live. But I set up a separate profile so that when I switch back to Grandma's profile, it's all set up to stream to Twitch with all my old settings and everything. And when I switch to the Games Lab profile, it's all set up to stream directly to YouTube. So I don't have to go back and forth entering keys and URLs or any of that stuff. The Games Lab one is configured for recording and YouTube bullshit and the Grandma profile is all optimized for Twitch streaming, and I just if I switch profiles I have to restart OBS, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, as long as you had the link, which I posted in the Discord, you had access directly on YouTube. It's only going to be 1980 by 1020. I'm not going to be doing any 2K or 4K. All the game stuff is going to stay on Twitch. I mean, my, like, video game stuff. But the stuff that's going to YouTube is more optimized for recorded video than streamed. But I might flip some of that around, since I've realized after doing the show Wednesday that I don't actually feel comfortable at all doing recorded stuff. Okay, how am I going to... Oh. Right. I think we will just abuse possession. Come a little bit closer. Watching and listening to? No, I don't take any insult there. That's educational video, and a lot of times that shit is gonna be sleepy time. Is she close enough yet? She's not close enough. Dang it. How do I get to her? Hey girls, how's the campfire? How's Becky? And I don't expect the Patreon videos to be exciting in any way. They're really just going through basics. And I don't mind having videos that people... You know how many people I watch on my overnight playlist? And it's no slight on them or the quality of their production stuff. It's just... Some people have the kind of voice that I really enjoy having for sleepy nap time. No. I always get lost in Dunwall Tower. I'm trying to remember how to get to the throne room. So why don't we take a moment? And I'm stupidly grateful too that you enjoy just hanging out and you're not sitting there going, oh my god, this is so boring. Plus you're sick, so I want to put you to sleep. Believe me. Yes. See, we're saying the same thing. I read your comment immediately after I said that. There we go. See? Okay. Mappity map. Dunwall Tower. I have been here before. I have been here so many times. Throne room. 7. Not very often. Wolfie asked when I was living in the UK, how often did I get Chinese takeaway? I didn't get takeaway very often. Again, I really liked cooking for myself, but I was also working like 10, 12 hours a day, and I had a 45-minute commute from the base all the way back up to King's Lynn. So usually by the time I got home, everything was closed. Hi, Opal. I haven't been handing out any blankets, and I know Wolfie needs blankets. That was really lovely of everybody. In fact, Wolfie and Moomin and Opal all came by the Patreon yesterday. And again, it wasn't, I'm not trying to make any kind of expert out of anybody. I'm not trying. Hi, Elaine. Let's get some blankets tossed around here. I just want there to be a place where people get the very basics, because a lot of times now, even when you go out and look for a decent video to learn how to play something, a lot of people who make videos, yes, hydrate, Opal. They tend to act as though you already have a basic understanding. Oh, I'm not getting it. Oh my gosh. I was supposed to... can somebody put blankets on? They've made an extra step in here that drives me insane. Alright. Oh, I bought prawn crackers when I lived in South Korea. Let's not forget, I lived in South Korea for 1.5 years. If we are talking about the same kind of thing, thank you very much. Thank you. There. That's how I do it. Did we get everybody? I hope we got everybody. Oh, thank you. I'll take it. I've gone almost 24 hours and not smelled any rat pee, so I feel like things are going well. But I just want to get in there and be the person who says, okay, here's what's in the box. If you have never seen this game before, or if you have not touched it for years and you're like, I don't remember, or you're one of those people like with a game like Monopoly where you were playing with house rules. When you read the actual Monopoly rules, you'd be surprised how much of that shit we all do is like, no, that's not how the game was set up. You don't get any money when you land on free parking. And if you don't buy a property, it goes up for auction and anybody can buy it. A bag of prawn crackers that I can snack on. They're so good. They're so good. Okay. This staircase is that staircase. So what is this? Where is this? This is the 3rd floor. That looks like a staircase. So I am here. I am over here. Okay. And where I want to go if we flip this around, I want to go up. So now I'm in here, sort of. So come in here, go to the right or to the left? Let's go to the left. The things with Monopoly, like all the charges and fines go into the middle if you land on the yep. Those are all just house rules. No, it just became something that was really popular. Alright, this is supposed to be powers only. I mean, can I get any more powers? Are there more powers I could use here? I suppose I could get Doppelganger. Ooh, I have 7 runes. Well, I'd need 11 to get all of that. I could get these 2 right now. Alright, let's get stop time. Hang on, what's this one again? Move faster? Or make it last longer? No one knows where those house rules came from, unless they were printed in early versions. I don't think so. And I have seen documentaries on the game recently. And again, not that I'm sitting there paying rapt attention to everything. Alright. Let's put this where Mesmer was. And then we can put Mesmer down on 4. Because I'm going to need quick access to the heart, and my 5 key has a keycap on it. The 0 and the 5 and the 1 all have keycaps that are lower than the rest of the mechanical keys. Okay, this will work. F5. Oh, I can't tell when it's stopped and when it's not. Well, that's why we used F5. Okay, I need to train myself to figure out how to use stop time. Maybe I want to go this way then. I suppose I could go back here. I think this is the speedrunner route. Oh, you can still go all along the top. Okay, we're gonna burn through a whole lot of mana this. Wonder how many potions I'm gonna need. The save was after. There's, yeah.
Please save the game.
What a fabulous idea, my love. Just pick it up, please. I will save the game before I put the whale oil in. Thank you, SiriBot. Oh, SiriBot's been having to do work for me lately. Feels unusual. Opal says then there are times that they change the rules at some point between printings. Yes. When games are discovered to be suboptimally balanced. Make your kids play the original Sorry rules. Nice. Sorry, I think, is one of those that's actually based on an ancient game. Like Parcheesi. Parcheesi is like ancient game kind of. Nice. What do I have? Well, I think we're just gonna have to try to use stop time and run for it. Oops. Wrong one. Woo, I gotta pause for a second. Rummy Cube is the odd tile game with the creepy face on it, Opal? That was Wolfie's question. I feel like the changes in both games. Siribot is instant with reaction to yes. Yes, and that's why I keep Siribot on. It's the one of the only bots I have. Okay. Oh, did the witch lose her balance? Oh no, Pupper got me. Oh damn, I kicked that dog in the face. That was rude. Holy crap. Bye. You're literally trying to teach frustration tolerance to a bunch of these kids. Okay, now, oh, we can't save the game. Okay. And why would I use the weird updates like sorry? I don't know what I have not touched sorry in 1,000 years. I'm so old. I don't even know if we had it at the school where I taught. We had like 50 chessboards. Little particle cardboard pressed chessboards and a giant plastic tub, like a lot of people would have a giant plastic tub of Legos, a giant plastic tub of chess pieces. And so a lot of times the kids would just make up their own set, and as long as they were distinctive colors, it was fine. So as long as this team was all in that shade of blue and this team was all in that shade kind of red or pink, then it was fine. In fact, we had a game of 4-way chess, which is not the same as Hanaftafel, which is the Viking chess. It was actually more like Age of Empires, where you had 4 starting areas. So 2 rows of 8 with your pieces that occupied, 2 empty rows, and then in the center, a full 8x8 square, so that, and you play it in teams. It was really amazing. Up on the roof. Uno's great for that. I need to do gin rummy. Maybe I'll skip cribbage and do gin rummy. Maybe we'll do more Patreon streams. I'm kind of having to get my brain around the idea that I don't actually have a job to go to now. F5. Oh, shut up, Delilah. You're such a bitch. Okay, F5. It is saving. I see that it is saving. Okay. Oh, I'm still gonna do cribbage. Cribbage is on the list. Yeah, she's not there. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second so I can breathe. My shirt keeps pulling up against my collarbone. It's annoying. Cribbage is a ton of fun. Yeah, it is one that you need to play a lot in order just to kind of get the rules down. It's sort of similar to Pinochle. Both of which I played in college. Okay, we have an ad coming up in less than 5 minutes, and I need to refill my water anyway. So you guys can feel free to put ideas for games that you want me to do in the Discord. There's a whole Patreon channel, and or you can put it in on the Patreon posts. Because I'm realizing that now that I have the setup to do games on Twitch and play my games with this community, and it's super easy for me to just switch over and do a Patreon stream, and we can play games together. And those Patreon streams are not available to the public. They're only available to patrons at any level. There's no paywall either. So free members who join can watch it just as easily. And sometimes I will make those posts public because right now we're still trying to build our Patreon community. But yeah, what my promise to you is I will learn a game. Like there might have been, I went back and thought, oh my gosh, there might have been some things I said on that backgammon game that were, I had to go back and look one thing up, especially with that bearing off. I'm like, did I get dyslexic and put that wedge in the wrong place? Oh my gosh, no, please say I didn't. I went back and looked at the video that I thought I'd seen it in, and I'm like, nope, that's the structure you're supposed to use for bearing off. But I will learn a game and then go through the basics of it if you want to learn how to play it. Again, I'm not going to make you an expert, but I'll make sure that you know how to set it up, what all the terms are, what the rules of the game are, and what are the mechanics and some of the basic strategies that will make you more effective. I'm happy to do that. I love games. I'll take on games I've never seen before. In fact, I'm going to. There's a dice game that we're going to do. Farkle, that I have never played. So Yeah, all right, there we go, chat. Get your butts ready for some ads because you're going to get 2.5 minutes to go get right with Ceiling Cat. Uh, Refill your hydration vessel of choice. Stand up, make sure you're not sitting down all day. And I will press some buttons and BRB. And welcome back from the break, everybody. If you can hear the sound of my voice, you have successfully discovered Grandma Plays a Game. Hi there, I'm Grandma. This is my channel where I play games, talk about games, and feel free to join our Patreon where we're doing basic instructions on different games. There you go. I need to do a YouTube command. I have it set to come up occasionally, but I noticed in other channels people have YouTube commands, although I do think it's funny because I followed so many Black creators when I first started that people were laughing because it was like half the time I can't tell if YT is standing for YouTube or white. So welcome into the pillow and blanket fort. Please make yourselves comfortable. Um, da 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 da. We were talking about games. Yeah. And my big point is feel free to put in comments on the Patreon. I think anybody can comment on the Patreon if you've joined at any level, and or put the comments in the ideas section of the Discord Patreon text channel. There's one that says Games Lab, and there's just a general chat and ideas, and then a production/tech if you have recommendations or things to share regarding uh, other production and tech stuff we might want to add as part of that. But today We're killing an Empress. All your Empress ought to belong to me. Okay. How are we gonna kill her? F5 and FO, baby, right? Let's go get Daddy. Papa.
What happened?
Yes, all the voices are turned off. Dang it, I just heard something crawl in. I hate these things. It's such a distinctive little sound. It's like there's some kind of a flap or something that they go past. Unless that was the refrigerator. Let me just check real quick. How did we leave this one?
The fall of Luca Abel, the Duke's line ended, and there was only one man ruthless enough to take the Grand Palace. Fighting his way up from nothing, none of his enemies were around to oppose the bloody Duke, Corvo Attano. In Dunwall, with the death of Delilah Copperspoon, her coven lost its power and was smashed. Their disastrous coup brought to an end. The rightful Empress once again seized her throne, and so it was that Emily the Vengeful rooted out the last of those who had betrayed her and ruled over her empire with the support of her legendary father, Corvo Attano, from the south. In his day, Anton Sokolov lit the fires of industry, starting a great consuming blaze at the heart of the empire. He saw his machines used for war and oppression, watching the powerful crush those beneath them. Leaving Dunwall for the last time, he turned to the cold north, his energy spent at last, only an echo of the man he'd aspired to be.
Hey, sounds like me.
There are things that never change, no matter how hard you try. Questions you must answer. As Megan Foster faded from the world, Billy Lurk stepped from her shadow, setting out to discover her truest self, and seeking the closest thing she'd ever known to family.
Oh no, we're not doing songs. Okay. I don't know what we're going to do next. I need to check something though. Okay. No, I'm still here. I'm still here. I just had to see if I was gonna have a problem with the stupid bugs or not. All right. So, now what? Well, one of the things we've never done is see the ending where after we've killed Sokolov and Billy Megan. I don't know that I really want to do that. Oh, Opal, I didn't see your comment about Uno. Honest to goodness, I swear I hear it in the ceiling. I'm gonna have to rip this place apart. We could go over and look at some of the new Hitman content. We could stick with Dishonored, and I could take a break and download Death of the Outsider, which I've almost never played. I didn't really do much with the DLCs for the first game, or Death of the Outsider. You go in and you play as Billy Megan, and you're on the search to find Dowd, and then the hunt for a way to kill the outsider. I don't know that I really want to do that. I'm not super excited about that. I do have Prey downloaded, and I mean technically Scaretober is a week away, but we could start the game earlier. I don't know what we're going to do. Bippity boppity boo. Let me close up the stream, reset our title and category and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's probably down to between Hitman and Prey. I like Hitman too. And watching Sarah Death play it really just has me kind of jonesing to get back into it. I miss it. I love it so much. So yeah, we'll close down the stream for right now. And you guys just hang out. I will be back within the next 30 minutes. I don't know. I keep trying to use a broom and other stuff and just make noises so they leave, but I can't get to them. Yeah, get all your gourds. Get your gourds. Are you gourd? I like getting the little ones that are like the size of half a grapefruit and using Sharpies on them. But yes, it is time for harvest season. Everybody celebrate the harvest season and celebration of our mortality, because denial of our mortality is ridiculous. It's going to happen. And I think the more we try to create social and religious structures that promote youth and vitality and never dying, and oh, they were taken so young, and oh, they had so much life ahead of them, and it's just like, and nobody get a guarantee. Everybody Everybody is at risk all the time from something, and live well, die well. I mean, I think it's important. Those ones are so cute. You don't end up doing much for real ones anymore now. Anywhere outside to put. Yeah, who was the person who filled up a pumpkin with like peanut butter and a bunch of seeds and stuff? Not filled it up, but like spread a bunch of peanut butter and stuff inside the pumpkin and put it outside for the squirrels. And the squirrels were eating through it and just made like the most horrific looking jack-o'-lantern that ever existed. In fact, sometimes I think it's actually one of the little brown squirrels, Douglas squirrel or a chipmunk or something. Although rats do get pretty big, so I don't know what's in here. I have no idea. I just want them to go away. I have somebody coming, though, to do some weed whacking tomorrow, and once they lose all the ground cover they've been using in this one area, and then I'm going to spray it as soon as this fella gets it down to the ground. Because I know they've been escaping the owls by using this ground cover. That's just a bunch of weeds and nettles and stuff. So anyway, yeah. We will be back within the next half an hour. And a lot of people are looking at Hitman today. I mean, here's the thing about Hitman. Today is the release date. They did server maintenance earlier today. And when I was finally able to get into the game, the game crashed like less than 5 minutes later. So I'm kind of concerned that Hitman is going to be a bit overloaded today. Plus the fact that I don't really want to play the elusive target, which is the whole Bruce Lee thing. So we might leave that. I don't know. I need to think about it for a minute without hearing little animal sounds in the wall. God, I hate it. Eat your poison and die. All right. We good? Okay, I think we're good. Here, let's do this, and I will see you guys in somewhere in the next 30 minutes. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love you. If you aren't able to come back, please make sure you take your cookies and your blankets, and I will see you tomorrow. The rest of you, I will see you within the next 30 minutes.